Lucky! How's it going, man? Good evening or afternoon, everyone. Let's adjust this camera so you can actually see past all the words. How's that? That's better, isn't it? I'm just doing some line highlighting. And I figured I'd share it with you guys for a change. That's better, isn't it? Tell me what y'all are up to. Would it be better if the camera was coming over this shoulder? What do you reckon? Is it focused very well? Hello, everyone. Tell me what you're up to. If you got any questions, ask me a question. If you want me to adjust the camera, ask me to adjust the camera. All I'm doing at the moment is just highlighting the red for this guy. What I get him done for the little Tyrannus Knights meetup that's coming. Bit of that. Bit of that. Dropper bottles are pots. Quite frankly, dropper bottles piss me off. But then again, there are things about pots that do me head in. But which are you? Tell you what I am going to do. But we're going to move the camera off the table. I'm sure my pulse and breathing and brush strokes are translating up into the camera itself, so it's all wobbling. Nice, okay. Alright, I'm going to finish this blob and then I'm going to say hello to you all probably 4 of you, 3 of you, 2 of you, 1 of you, however many. Brilliant. Happy with that. Hello! 2 of you. Oh, not bad. Nick Sugimoto. Wow. Sorry, Nick, if you're still watching. It's not a guitar video. And if you are still watching, thank you for watching. Right, who've we got? Johnny Morris. Just wrapping up the models you no longer need, ready to sell on. Look at you plugging your own selly business. Who's the two people still here, by the way? Who be you? It's all wonky. There we go. Yeah. Give me a wave. Tell me who's still here. Or else I'm just going to crack on and carry on painting me Titan. So I've got another arm to do. Johnny Morris, yo. Can't really see on the Instagram cameras, can you? That's a shame. I was going to say, because there's a before and after. But tough tartars. Mr. Pedley, I am lad. You alright? If anybody wants to see awesome painting, go and see Mr. Damien Pedley. Although he's not into being a painting hero, I'm gonna put him out there. Ooh, screwing it up. Yeah, he might not think he's a painting hero, I want to be, but he's one of my heroes. Okay, Mr. L, how are you? Dead Zone 85. How does it feel to be the 85th Dead Zone? Ellison's, you're right. Wow, people are chalking themselves in now, aren't they? Right. Good. I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're well. This is like the first painting thing I've done in a while, like live stream. Although my equipment's still not as good as it coulda, woulda, shoulda. Gubbins. Hello, Gubbins. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm just putting the edge highlighting on these red bits. Trying to get me castle and knight up to muster worthy. Yeah, it's been a funny year for me, completely. And yeah, I've not been doing streaming, I've not been doing any videos, I've not been hardly doing any painting. And I was having a whinge on the last one of these I did. And James Otero was listening. I'm trying to offer some encouragements and just not been very receptive to the positive vibes this year. However, at the same time, there's been some wonderful things happening, you know. And what I mean by that is painting events, people hiring me, like you guys, El. Yeah, like the South London Warlords, Journeyman, Danny Nuttall, Alpha Games. For painting lessons for me this year, it's been my busiest year ever, and it's been insane. It's been really tiring, if I'm honest. So it's like I've got this temporary summer job working in examinations, and I do that 9 to 5, or in some cases 8-6, or whatever overtime I have to do. And then I'll have painting lessons all weekend, and it's been pretty much that way all year. Probably, of all the weeks so far, there's probably been about 6 or 7 weeks total in the year where I've not had a painting lesson at a weekend. You know, that's really busy, and in some cases it's been 2, you know, on both days. You know, so painting lessons is brilliant, and whoever out there is promoting me as a teacher, thank you, because, you know, the last few years my painting hasn't been that prolific at all. I've not put myself out there, so thank you to whoever's singing my praises. Mr. Heraldez, hello. So yeah, it's been an interesting little journey. Hey Javaria, you alright? So, been mulling things over. Ellison, thank you, Mum. Which course did you come on of mine? Was it the Alpha Games one? Yeah, I've got to apologise to all my students, by the way, because I teach so many people I forget who's who. You were sat in the corner, weren't you? See, actually remembered. Yeah, it's hard to remember who's who, and where I met people, and being that guy off the internet as well is. I get mixed up between who just recognises me off the street as well, you know. So yeah, I've got my course coming up, my own personal one this time instead of somebody hiring me. And it's a bit of a twist on my normal fundamentals course, and it's about me thoughts as a judge when I'm looking at models. When I'm looking at the winners, when I'm looking at the quality of the paint job, or the quality of the competition, or the composition, should I say, and how all that and the fundamentals of painting, the actual fundamentals, not what somebody's marketing as the fundamentals, because I don't think there's anybody that really knows what proper fundamentals are yet, and that's as much as I'd like. Part of that might be arrogance, but I don't think it is, because, you know, the fundamentals isn't necessarily my information. It just is what it is, you know, and nobody's passing on just what painting is. There's nobody doing it. They'll pass on the fundamentals on what painting is to them. That's not how it works, you know. So I think this is maybe why a lot of my students are happy with me, because I'm not trying to turn them into me. I'm trying to turn them into them, whoever that is, and I don't know who they are, you know. And when you understand cause and effect, you can start making the causes that create the effects you want. Most people are fixated on results, and they're trying to get results, and you shouldn't be trying to get results. You should be trying to get causes. And if that again isn't an analogy for life, and I am pondering the idea of making a painting therapy course with these things in mind. Genuinely, I'm pondering it. I think it really helps. Zen and the art of, you know. So yeah, let's see who said what. Let's go back up to the top. Niall, you alright, man? How's it going? Still use tips and tricks in the painting fundamentals we did a few years ago. That was Aberdeen. Really enjoyed being in Aberdeen. That. How's fatherhood treating me? Okay, I suppose. Damien Pedley, you're no hero. I'm the pimp with the cape. No, it's not a cape, it's my surfing hoodie. Weirdly, this is made out of some blue, right, this hoodie. It's made out of some weird blue that whenever I'm out in the wild somewhere at night, or even in the day, all the fucking creatures come at it. It's like, it must have a certain property about it that insects like. Yeah, I end up covered in bugs and all sorts. El, I'm glad you loved the sessions. It's very high again. Cheers for recommending me. Why the... Oh, my thing keeps going stupid. There we go. What? Hey, come on. Right, and Damien Pedley says, as I said to him once, interest in the hobby waxes and wanes, but we always come back to it. Yeah, we do. Yeah. I tell you what, I had a little moment yesterday. Like, I didn't intend on leaving the house yesterday. I intended on staying in and painting all day. And through some random event, I ended up in town. And I went into the local Games Workshop, which is Games Workshop Manchester, and I ended up cleaning all of my models out of their cabinets and out of their storeroom and everything, just cleaning it all out, because they're moving store. And in that clean, it made me realise, with the loss of the store and the moving of my stuff out of their cabinets, how much that store means to me, and how much working for Games Workshop means to me, and how much this entire hobby and everything I've been involved with, how much it all means to me. And it was, I had a little bit of an emotional moment, you know, and I stood there and I was, part of me really didn't want to lose any of it. Didn't want to lose the store, didn't want to lose a place in the cabinets, didn't want to lose blah blah blah. And in the end, I ended up just saying thank you to the store. In fact, I'm having that emotional moment again. Thank you to the store. Because instead of being gutted that the store's taking it all away, it's kind of selfish, which I've been, sure we all have, and standing there saying thank you to the store really warmed me up. I kind of felt it in my arms, felt it in my chest, felt it in my arms to say thank you. You know, it's like, worked in that store on and off for like almost 20 years. I know I don't look it, but almost 20 years, and yeah, thank you to that store. And it's getting new premises now, it's getting a new name, it's becoming a Warhammer store, not a Games Workshop. It's gonna need new and updated stuff in the cabinet. So we'll see what happens there, because I've got projects unfinished, you know, that are more update than the old wolves. Maybe I'd do a Primaris Wolf army. Maybe Ragnar needs an update. Maybe. You know, so yeah, gratitude. It definitely made me feel better, as opposed to that feeling of I want and I loss, I lose. Gratitude is more of thank you, and gratitude is more of I give. You don't, you know, you give gratitude for the things you have received, and the more thankful you are for the things you receive, like a cause and effect, like in painting, the more good stuff comes to you. Because while I was thinking I am losing and I want, I felt horrible. The moment I said thank you, I felt warm, I felt comfortable, you know. So yeah, there you go. Okay, Niall says, always remembered me saying to him to use any mistakes while painting to you. Yeah, absolutely. 3 aspects of dealing with mistakes: prevent it, eliminate it, use it, go with it, you know. And the moment you come to terms with those 3 states of mistakes, one takes awareness in the process, Yeah, one is awareness after the process, and the other is it doesn't matter what is happening. You know, you're going to use it to your advantage. You know, for example, battle damage. So like, I'll give an example on my Titan here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try and give an example anyway. I don't know if you can see it on this, but can you see this here? This weird little anomaly. I actually screwed up the painting of it, and it's all not as smooth and as flat as I might like it. And in that, there's more than one anomaly in there. There you go. Let's get a pointer. So this is lumpy, horrible paint. There's a little lump there, a little light patch, this dark patch, this scratch down, and actually quite a few. But they're all going to get turned into bubbly, rusty, streaky, flaky paint. And you know what? It's going to look cool because of it, you know. And there you go. Here's another one, another idea. Here we go. Let's see if I can get the light on this. Okay. It doesn't really show up on the camera, but here, all the wash made a big puddle. Yeah. So where the wash made this big puddle in there, well, I just let it, right, instead of wipe it off, and then I just highlighted around the puddle. And you'll see pictures when I post it online. In fact, I'll post a picture soon, just on this page. So yeah, where that puddle stained the red, the airbrushing I'd done, I just highlighted around it and jagged up the edges a little bit and turned it into a large area where the paint flakes away. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, those are the 3 ways of dealing with mistakes. Prevent it, erase it, use it. They're all good. You now stress out less when you make mistakes. Yeah, that's the one. Hello, all you newcomers. Telling you about sports class, Soper's class, impact. Hey, I'll tell you, David Soper's class, brilliant. Now, I painted this guy, or rather his belly, on the class, and some of me really started to show through, obviously because your own style will do. You know, but what was nice was getting to sit with David, watch how he paints, and just to simulate it. What I like about Dave's class is pretty much we talk in the same language, and that is a massive surprise to me. And it became apparent first time I met him at Salute. And if there's one person I could just sit and talk to about painting and or rather waffle on at, it's probably that guy. While our styles are a world apart, our default styles, that is, are a world apart, and our results, we are using the same ideas, the fundamentals of painting apply, and that's a really reassuring thing. And so, like you guys at Salute, and you, the guys at Journeyman, and anyone who's been on my course, and this is why the Journeyman guys use me for their courses. It's because once you've been on my course, it helps you understand other people's courses a lot clearer. It helps you, like I said, assimilate that, assimilate their teachings outside of opinion. And Dave's course is long, like my next one's going to be long. quite excited for my next course actually. But yeah, it's interesting to see that all the online rules, all the stereotypical rules, like the same with me, it doesn't adhere to. It's all weird dogma out in the internet, and there's guys at the top that break all them rules. They don't break the rules. There is no rules, but there's certainly causes and effects. And that guy understands how to use all the causes and effects to his advantage. So, for example, I talk about going with mistakes and eliminating mistakes. Just on that course, that's essentially what you learn, though we might not put it that way. And if you go and look at the picture of this in my gallery, you'll see there's a little like a brand or a tattoo on this guy's belly. That came as part of a mistake, as part of anomalies. I didn't plan it. I didn't copy anything. I didn't find any inspiration other than the mistake I made. And I thought, alright, that kind of looks like X, Y, or Z. So I just decided to develop that idea that was appearing in front of me. So yeah. I'd recommend Dave Soper's class without a doubt. But I'd tell you this much: I've been on David Soper's class twice, and the reason I've been on that class is because it was local to me, and the local people asked me to be there as a gift to me. Again, thank you to those people, which is Byron, who owns Element Games, and Top Table Gaming. And those guys are wonderful as well. In fact, painting competition soon. Top Table Gaming, go and follow them. They have a thing called the Weekender, which is kind of like a gaming tournament, but there's no winners and losers. It's all just for the crack of it. And there's going to be a few YouTube personalities there, and I'm going to be there, and I'd like to run some painting competitions. I'd like to run an online one again, where, I don't know if you saw the first one we did with Top Table Gaming. We basically ask you to submit a picture of an unpainted model in the packet, and then over the course of a number of weeks show us the progress at each stage, and then at the end submit a picture. And at each point, me and Steve from Top Table, we sit down and do a video giving everybody feedback on how their entries are going. Now, obviously we can't give everybody feedback, but that's still what I'd like to do this year. And then whoever's going to enter the competition and commit to that process, bring your model on the day, and we'll see it on the day, and then we'll judge it on the day, and that's a genuine there and then painting competition. And the other idea is we've had is to, over the 2.5 days of getting high on the hobby, decided probably have a weekend painting competition. I don't want some model that's already done the rounds around the country. And this would be great for commission painters, by the way. 2.5 days worth of painting in a venue where I'm there to give you, see you later now, where I'm there to give you advice on the internet for the longer painting competition, advice for the weekend on the weekend painting competition. And it's all just about developing your skills as opposed to finding out who's the best, whatever that means, and it's an interesting spin on painting. If anyone wants to spend the weekend in Stockport, Manchester, do a load of painting, do a load of gaming, hang around, chat, that's gonna happen in October. So yeah, go and follow Top Table Gaming, keep in touch with me. And also, as well, for you guys that are still here, or you guys that are constantly looking to see if I've actually put any video updates, start sending me some ideas, start asking me questions, start giving me content so I can help you guys out more, because that's really what I care about. And it's not easy to do if I'm not face to face with you. It's not easy to do if I can't necessarily just give away my fundamentals course, because I'd love to do that. That brings in different challenges, or properties, shall we say. So yeah, let's get some vid ideas. Here's an idea I've had. Here I've got some brushes, brand new. Got Element Games. I've got Rosemary and Co. Been saving these in the packets. I'm probably gonna get some Winsor Newtons and some Artis Opus ones and some Raphaels. And I'm going to do a shootout with them to show you all, without me using likes and dislikes where possible. Demo all the brushes side by side, same paint, same palette, same model, same size brush where possible. You all decide. I'll tell you what I think at the end, which one I would use the most, based on properties. But recently, I've never used Rosemary and Co. Recently, I was exposed to them and I was pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. So, if there's any other brush companies you guys recommend for me to add to that list, let me know. Let me know, and I'll add it to the list. So yeah, because brushes is one of them things I'm kind of on the lookout for. I'm not sure if any brush from any company is good enough at the moment. Certainly not compared to what I used to use. So that's a shame, because I'd love to be promoting folk wear appropriate. So yeah, there you go. Right, anybody got any questions? You've all gone quiet, mainly because I've been waffling, I'm sure. Or shall I go and crack on with some painting? I've got one more shoulder panel to do. WAMP! Right, okay. WAMP brushes. Tell you what, I don't hear a lot from WAMP off anymore. Is it because I don't hang around on the forum, or yeah, how are those guys? They're a lovely set of dudes. There are waffles. I tell you what, I've got a couple of gluten-free pancakes in the kitchen waiting for me. Them, a load of, what you call it, margarine, because I'm not off the butter at the moment. What's this gluten-free business all about? Gluten-free, dairy-free. Rather not be, but kind of gotta be. Right, okay, so WAMP have gone quiet. Alright, well, I hope they're alright. Social media has changed the dynamic of painting forums, hasn't it? Because I really enjoyed painting forums. Reddit was a good place for painting now. I don't have a habit of going there. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And actually I have proper internet now as well, so I'm thinking maybe a Twitch account. Yeah, I'm not that pretty to look at. and I don't have an impressive rack. But it is a good place to paint nerd things. Let me know what you think. Am I still on the lemon water? No, I'm actually trying not to be on the lemon water at the moment as much. Because it's a diuretic and I'm trying to get some iron in my body. Okay, Flinny painting. As GW the most widely available, will I compare against them too? Yeah, I'd like to. However, they are expensive. And I've used them a lot. And where do I put G-Dub? When I say expensive, I mean the artificial brushes. They're almost twice the price of any equivalent, you know. And Games Workshop do a good enough job of promoting their own business. And right now I'm not on contract with them. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I want to find the ones that are at the right price, essentially. I want to find the ones that are there to help you out. Now, on the other hand, Chris Toad, he's probably going to get sick of me saying this. Chris Toad, on the other hand, if he was selling his brushes at twice the price, I would still buy them. I would. So they are, for me, that impressive so far, the Broken Toad ones. But the price of Sable went up, which is probably why everybody's using cheaper Sable, or I assume, I don't know. If anybody who is involved in the making of brushes watches this video, would like to educate me on some facts outside of promoting themselves, that'd be nice. But essentially, the Broken Toad brushes, once I'd started using them, they just became the best. I now don't use any of them because they're just limited. But yeah, I'd pay for good brushes. I genuinely would. But they've got to be consistently good. Mr. Gulliman, hello. Yeah, G-Dub brushes widely available, but their artificial brushes are out of the price band of the brushes I want to compare, or under the price band. There's not something in between, either cheap or expensive, and I want the Goldilocks zone, essentially. So yeah, there you go. Anything else, or shall I disappear? There's only like, oh, some of these people bowing out already. Hat wearing brush licker. Let's see who's on. Chemical fencer. The Emperor's Wrath. Hello. Hey, hello. Who else is still in? Hit me up with some more questions. In fact, I'm going to pull this arm off this dude here, and I'm going to do a bit more painting on me monster. Do. So in comparison to something to Toads, which would I recommend? I'm sat here right now using a Winsor Newton Series 7. Never a miniature series, always the standard Series 7, size 0. I like to use and promote a lot the Element Games brushes. I really like the Element Games brushes. However, recently they have changed the printing and the handle size, so I don't know if that means there's now a new brush manufacturer, which is what's in that bag. I want to find out how different they are, if at all. But like I said, I have heard on the grapevine that sable prices have increased, yet almost everybody else's brush prices have stayed the same. So either they're using poor brushes or we're making a lower profit on brushes, neither which sound good to me. I would expect, what am I saying? I can't remember what I'm saying. I'm tired, it's Sunday. Yeah, so Element Games is what I'm using. If you go on one of my YouTube channels, click on that, there's a link to the brushes that I use. Straight in there, dive in there. It should be on all my pages, that. Yeah, I think no brush, because of that change in sable, is going to compare to the broken toed ones. But I don't know. I'm open and willing. I can't say that I'm sat here knowing it all. I don't know it all. Which might be some guy off the internet. Yeah, I don't know it all. You know, I know what I know. I demonstrate what skills I've got, and if you guys like it and value my opinion, then please take it. If I feel like I need some education or guidance, then I'm open for that as well. Right. I've never used the Games and Gear ones. Chemical Fencer says you found them very soft, the Element Games ones. This is an Element Games one, but it is an old one, so I'm not gonna use it. Yeah. In comparison to what? That's really what we're looking for. Do like Raphael's. Right, I should add Raphael's to my list, shouldn't I? GMO paint. Hello. Do. It's a lovely day today, I've got to admit. Apologies for me waffling, by the way. I'm out of practice being a public face this year. We shall have to change that. Da Vinci Maestros. Right, okay. Brilliant. Wow. He snapped it in half. How did you snap it in half? To say it snapped in half implies the brush is there to try to screw you over. You ran over it with a chair. Ah, you dropped it, went looking for it and snapped it. What are you working on, Mr. Pedler? Are you still doing your Death Watch? Individually hand-painted shoulder pads by this man here. For Death Watch. And for those that know Death Watch, or for those that don't know Death Watch, that's every individual chapter pretty much, or multiple individual chapters. Wow, load of activities there. Gareth, hello. How are you, man? You alright? It's lovely to meet you at Warmer World, Gareth, by the way. Said some nice things about me, Ragnar. Cheers, man. Meant something to me, that. Cause I'm a giant softy nerd. Yeah. Right, oh, some folk are saying some things. Let's go and have a look. There we go. Got some lines on some armour. Right, let's have a look. Folk are saying. Flinny Painting says, I find use different sizes from different manufacturers. Regiment from Element Games, yeah. Size 3 from Atlantis Arts. Send me a link, please. Size 1 from Artis Opus. Size 0 and 00 from Windsor Newton. Do you know what? I do like a 0 from Windsor Newton. Genuinely do. That's right. I've never heard of Atlantis. Size 1 from Artis Opus. Weirdly, I have kept a size 1 in my little painting box. Let's soften it up a bit. Feels a bit dry. There we go. Yeah, size 1 feels nice. Hello all you newcomers popping in there. Yeah, man. I'd use this size 1 right now, but I'm doing some pretty accurate work, so I'm going to stick with the Windsor Newton size 0. So it sounds like I need to try this size 3 from Atlantis then, doesn't it? If we're going to tally on at least 2 brushes. I think I've rushed this a little bit. It's because I'm trying to talk to you guys at the same time. But whatever mistakes I've made, I can roll with, and I'll just turn into battle damage. As per comments earlier on in this video. Do you know, I only found out recently that Games Workshop's paint range has expanded massively in the base paints department. That was a pleasant surprise. So many more options now in the base paint part of things, because to me the base paints is where it's at. If I could make every paint a base paint, I would make every paint a base paint. Yeah, there are many options with base paints. Opacity, if you need it. And if you don't need it, well, you can add water. But paints with a thinner consistency, you don't get that option, do you? Alright guys, so you've all gone quiet. Oh, someone's popping up with a comment. I almost was about to call it quits then. I'll read it in a second. Get the orange on.